Yeah, hello guys. How na day? I hope na day okay. Yeah, this is Agui TV. Please don't forget to follow my Facebook page and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please always share my video whenever you see it, okay? Thank you. I said make I talk about the interview where Arise TV interviewed Mr. Peter Obi. It's very, very interesting, and this Mr. Peter Obi talk so many things. Where we say you now need to listen to them. He cleared the air about the issue we get for UK airports. The time when travel go UK. He still point about the dual citizenship where they're saying get for UK and a lot of things where they're saying get for outside the country too. He cleared the air. And he still talk about the visiting where they're saying visit Bola Ahmed Tinubu for Abuja. So he still clear the air too. He make everybody know what happened for there. And he still talk about the voice record between him and Bishop David Oyedepo. And he still talk about the crisis where they for Labour Party between Julius Abure and Mr. Apapa. So he cleared the air. The man talk many things, and Peter Obi now the people where the people vote for, and people they enjoy in interview. Whenever people hear him voice, they feel very happy. So I just mark out the main point where we say una go feel listening and una go enjoy them. So please listen to this interview, watch this video, and don't forget to share my video, like, and follow me on my Facebook page. I still get YouTube channel. Follow me on my YouTube channel, Izagui TV. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you, Charles. One is, I was never arrested. I was never detained. And I did not commit any offense. I was stopped for a routine immigration check because there appears to be a duplication of my identity. And all this lasted for maximum of 20 minutes. And I was treated in what I do with all due respect. Charles, I lived in the UK in the 90s, say from 1993 until 2005. Charles, not just that I lived there, from that 1993 till now is a period of 30 years. I have never been questioned, arrested, detained in any country in the world. I've never been, for any reason, found myself in any manner being questioned for any offense. I've not committed any offense, so it was a routine immigration check. And it lasted, like I said, less than 20 minutes, and I was actually given all the due respect by the border personality that interviewed me, who told me, your identity is duplicated, be careful, and actually had to walk me through what I can call the VIP process and everything. And I have a written document from British government
I've seen the
that
situation.
He was never detained, and it was just a few minutes question and everything. And they were Nigerians because I arrived on British Airways. So they were Nigerians who were queuing up. Even Woods here was even worried that I was asked to just wait for a few minutes. And when that happened, I explained it to them, and they said nothing. But it's been traumatized and everything because it's me. People said I was detained, committed an offense. People said even committed several offenses and everything. Oh, his company was closed. He wasn't paying tax. Charles, for the years I lived in Britain, never have I had any day been questioned. And I can say it, my taxes, my days were duly paid. In fact, most times they have refunded me money for overpayment. I've borrowed money, I've done everything globally, Not one day did I default in any. If you find one default, then it's not Peter Obi.
Well,
I would have made comment on it earlier, but these things happened during the what I call holy month, where for me as a Christian, it was a fasting period and period of the Ramadan. And I felt it is not time to make comments. I only answered one question within that period when I was mentioned with treason, because I felt it's a huge offense. And because it was actually mentioned where it shouldn't have been mentioned. Other than that,
right.
I just felt this is the clarification. And I've just shown you the letter.
Yes.
Charles, I've never applied.
Right.
And I will never apply for citizenship of any other country.
Yeah, but
I'm a Nigerian.
Right. But
I believe in Nigeria. I lived in the UK for a period of about 12 years. I had a permanent stay.
So you were a permanent resident in the UK?
But I had indefinite stay,
right. Okay.
Which means I can stay there for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
But when I left the UK in 2025, I went back to them and said, take your stay. I'm no longer having, and I go to the UK with visa.
And also to
I'm just telling you that even that stay, I returned it.
Right.
I have never applied, and I will never, as long as I live.
Right.
My family knows this, everybody knows that. I was born in Nigeria. I'm a Nigerian. God created me a Nigerian. He would have made me an American, or a Japanese, or a British. But since he made it that I'm a Nigerian, I will want to live and die in Nigeria.
Never.
So I've been to Haiti, and I've been to Barbados. So other than that, I can't remember. I don't know where Solomon Islands, Charles.
Right.
I've never been there. I don't own a property anywhere outside Nigeria, except in the UK, where I lived.
Yes.
Other than that, any other place that there's a property in the name of Peter Obi, it is fake. It doesn't exist. And I don't need it. Why would I own a property where I don't live?
Well, I'm glad you clarified that.
As Prof is a respected, revered personality in Nigeria and globally. And I've always respected him. And he's a dear father to me. And for me, I was very, very sad that there was such a change. Some of the obedience, I must tell you, or people they, mentioned that the obedience are not entirely people who are with us. The oppositions have also come into it and are using it at times.
You mean other opposition
Other
parties?
opposition parties.
Right.
But that is not to worry about. But I was very sad there was such a change between a respected father and but you have to understand this. These young people are people who have been so deprived by supposedly a system that is supposed to care for them. They've been pushed to the wall. Even me, Charles, the way they even react when I say things, but I could see their pain. I could feel it. Because I live in the same system, Charles, that they are living in. I said it in Enugu 2 days ago. I said, listen, I lived in this town, young obedience, I feel for them. I wish we can see what they're saying. I wish we can feel what they're feeling. The pain, Charles, I go around these young people. There's nothing the society is offering them.
Well, it's not just the
even when they try to do it on their own.
Yeah.
This is a place where if you carry today, you're moving around with laptop, you are arrested and labeled all sorts of names. This is a place where people are thrown into jail for even making comments. These are places where people, all sorts of things are meted on these people. When people who have stolen billions of country's money, done worse things, are moving around, being celebrated, being... Charles, it did not happen. I've never visited him. I didn't. You know, these are one of the things I'm telling you. They've turned the whole thing into a joke. So what it is now is, what are we going to do to crush this person? What are we going to do to label him this? If it is not to label him tribal bigot, religious bigot, if it's not sticking, maybe we'll find his family, maybe have a love child somewhere, maybe all sorts of things. You know, duplicated identity, everything. Because I've been to the UK about 3 times this year, you know, this issue. So it's all about, oh, let's go to Washington and announce to them that is treason, that is involved in this, involved in that. Charles, I did not visit anybody.
Okay, well, that's a clarification.
So my followers are saying, will remain steadfast in the course we've chosen. And that is to do the right thing. We went into election with a strong faith in the law that was signed by Mr. President, with a strong faith in the statements of Professor Mahmoud, which was said globally, said it in Washington.
Glitches.
Which technical glitches? You had three elections the same day. The other 2 went through the same promise you made. The most important one, the most important election in this country is the election, the presidential election. That's where we have issues. That's where we have our problems. That's what we need to solve. That's where we need competence, capacity, integrity, and everything that character, everything that is required.
Going on in the Labour Party.
There's nothing happening in the Labour Party. And I like what you said, there's nothing wrong in Labour Party. It's the same rascality that is going on all over the place. The chairman of Labour Party is Barrister Julius Abure. That I can tell you.
But you have to admit that all this wrenching, wrangling and sort of petty fights and quarrels over positions, etc. I mean,
which position are they fighting for?
Well, I mean, we see it virtually every day.
Because people are paid, people are hirelings, being paid to distort facts and everything. For example, Charles, I've never met Mr. Papa. And supposedly, you can say that I'm a meaningful figure in Labour Party. I'm the presidential candidate. So, but I've not met the other party chairman, and he's not looking for me. So, there was a purpose. It's because of the transactional politics we do, where rather than spend our energy and time trying to do the right thing, we spend our energy and time trying to do the wrong thing, paying people to do the wrong thing, paying people to create, because we live off this confusion. In Labour Party, we don't have an issue. The party is intact. The party is working.
Current scandal, that's that audio leak. You might have talked about this before, but we want to sort of hear it from you again. That audio leak of what appeared to be a private conversation between you and Bishop David Oyedepo, in which you appeared to have described the elections as a religious war, and which has been seized upon by your critics as an example of you promoting a religious agenda. Did that conversation take place, or was it an outright artificial intelligence fabrication, or somewhere in between?
Charles, whatever you call it, whatever anybody wants to make of it, it's fine with me. All I can tell you is that, Charles, I'm not a religious or tribal bigot.
But you did have the conversation.
No. I just tell you, whatever what they make about it is their business. I've shown you examples, several examples this evening of things that was said about me that is false. From dual citizen, from detention, from treason, from this. So whatever they make it, let me tell you, I am not a religious bigot.
Right.
I'm not a tribal bigot.
But did that conversation
go
take
and look
place?
in the history of this country and ask yourself, how many people have been opportune to serve privately and publicly and surrounded themselves around with Nigerians? You see my mood change? No. I'm not desperate to be president of Nigeria. I'm desperate to see Nigeria work.